Why Yul Edochie lost his first son? Hello guys, you're welcome to my channel. Please, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. And if you are a returning viewer, you're welcome once again. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you will be notified. So since Yul Edochie lost his son, his first son, a lot of people have come out to say their opinions and begin to point fingers, because the boy did not die a natural death, considering the situation surrounding his death, considering what his father has been up to for a while now. You know how his father took a second wife. Taking a second wife in Igbo culture and tradition is not really a bad one. But before you take a second wife in Igbo culture and tradition, I believe that your first wife must be notified. And before I continue, for those of you who will come here to tell me that Igbo culture supports taking as many wives as possible, you know that back in those days, most men are actually farmers, and because of that, they tend to marry so many wives in order to have a lot of children that will be able to help them in the farm work, because that's how to know a rich man, when you have a lot of farm produce. And when you compare then and now, you will notice that there is a very big difference. Then people can actually live in harmony, not now. And Christianity came and then taught us that it is one man to one wife, according to the Bible, according to the teaching of God. But then, if you must take a second wife, or if you must marry a lot of wives, then the first wife is your main wife, should be notified, and she should agree with you. And these days, people marry second wife for reasons, especially when they don't have any kid with the first wife, or when their first wife was not able to give them any kid. But in the case of Yul Edochie, his first wife, May Edochie, gave him both boys and a very beautiful girl. So I don't see any reason why Yul Edochie should be looking outside for another woman. But if you must do that, you must then let your first wife know. And Yul Edochie, I'm telling you, this is what Yul Edochie failed to do. Imagine being a wife to a man, and one day you just wake up just to find out through the internet that your husband is now getting married or has gotten married to another woman who already have a child for him. You know how it will feel. The second thing is that they have been dating. Yes, before that incident, they have been dating for many years. And in Igbo culture and tradition, it is very bad and evil. In fact, it's an abomination for you to be married and be dating another person. It is very, very bad. And another thing again is that the woman in question that Yul Edochie was having an affair was also married to another man. You see, abomination. So these kind of things are the things that defies the land in Igbo culture and tradition. And if this kind of thing happens, if they find out, they can actually banish you from the kingdom or from the community, you see. And if they don't find out, the gods of the land will be angry, not might be angry, they will be angry, and they will be seeking to, harm the person who has gotten himself into that. Now, someone came out online to disclose that what killed Yul Edochie's son is a deity. That a deity actually killed Yul Edochie's son. Well, a lot of people came out with their opinions. Some people are saying that it is Mr. Obasi. Some people are saying it is Judy Austin and her friend Sarah Martins. However, it is important to also mention that this boy could have died maybe from internal sickness that his parents were not able to find out on time. Who knows? Because you see, Yul Edochie is actually careless concerning his kids. Yes, a man that will always come out online to flaunt his kids and all that, he doesn't even care if these kids are up to the age of bringing them online. And I remember May Edochie actually frowned at him bringing her kids into the online space. It is very, very bad. So if this boy was actually sick and the parents did not know, then it is a mistake on their own part. It means it is a carelessness on their own part because they have failed to take care of that child as the parents. All they were busy was to come online to catch crews and all that. And now this boy has lost his life as a result of that, if that is the case. Again, another thing you must put into consideration is depression. This boy might be depressed. Yes. Another source said that his teacher came out to say that this boy is always on the lips of his classmates. That is, they are making jest of him because of what is happening in their family, because of how his parents, his father Yul Edochie and May Edochie, are behaving online, and how his father got a second wife, another wife. The truth is that this kind of thing can actually put someone in depression, and depression can actually kill someone at any time. You know, most of these kids, you think that they don't have access to online. They actually have phones. Even if they don't have, their friends have, and they will be seeing what is happening online. They will be seeing what is trending online concerning their parents, and they will be depressed. But you will not know. And if that is the case on this boy, then it means that Yul Edochie has failed. He has failed as a father. Yes, because he brought this upon himself. If he stick to his wife, May Edochie, all these things wouldn't have happened. It would have been another news. It would have been a peaceful family. But no, he decided to catch crews with his family. You know, he decided to bring in another woman, a strange woman, into his home. And look at the results now. A life has been lost. A life has been lost. This matter, it is paining me because if you understand what it means to lose a loved one, not to talk of losing your child, you know, some women, when they lose their day-old child, maybe after giving to birth and then they lost the baby, they know how it feels. Not to talk of losing a boy of 16 years old. Man, it's really painful. And I know May Edochie is really in pain. Yes, she's really in pain because this whole thing, this is not what she signed for. She actually loved this man from the bottom of her heart and agreed to marry this man. You know, she actually came into the family out of love. And now see how the whole thing has turned out to. So I actually blame Yul Edochie for all these things. Because this is a thing that can actually be prevented. These things can actually be stopped. No, but Yul Edochie turned deaf ear to all the advice given to him by different people. A lot of people told him to not to marry that woman. If he thinks that the baby is his, then why don't you take the baby and ask the woman to leave? But no, Yul Edochie decided to marry a second wife. Look at it. I always mention that marrying a second wife is very, very bad, especially in this our time now. It is very, very bad. It brings a lot of things. Okay, let's imagine that Judy Austin, and as people are claiming, has nothing to do with the death of this boy, which I think is true. She has nothing to do with the death of this boy. But because of the situation, people are pointing fingers at her. People are pointing fingers. You see, the whole thing is that Yul Edochie actually caused it. He brought it upon himself. And I pray that he puts things aright as soon as possible so that he can avoid more casualties in his family. Let me know what you think in the comment section, guys.